The 2016 Singapore Airshow is just a couple of days away from opening now, and organisers have been frantically busy preparing to host almost 1,000 exhibitors from across the aerospace and defence industry and tens of thousands of trade visitors from every corner of the globe. This purpose-built site has to rank as one of the world's best airshow locations, with truly exceptional views of the flying display area right behind me over the Straits of Johor. While the static display area has been slowly filling up with a mixture of civil and military aircraft, we've been witnessing validation testing for the daily one-hour flying display. Well, among the highlights we've been fortunate to see today have been one of the US Air Force's huge C-17 Globemaster cargo planes. It combines exceptional heavy lifting capacity with incredible operational versatility. The Black Eagles aerobatic display team from the Republic of Korea Air Force have provided a serious distraction to us as we try to prepare for the show. The 8 Korean-made T-50 jets have been flying in very, very close formation, right here above these busy shipping lanes adjoining the airshow site. But the most impressive display that the AIN team has seen so far here in Singapore has undoubtedly been that of the Royal Malaysian Air Force's Sukhoi Su-30. The Russian jet's thrust vectoring engines allow the pilots to demonstrate incredible maneuverability and control. And very honestly, I think this display is going to be the one to beat here at the Singapore Airshow this week.
Airbus presents the A350 XWB airliner. And as I mentioned, something known almost immediately. In addition to the aircraft's graceful shape, is the incredibly quiet A350 XWB. The aircraft is known as the Hush Liner. The A350 XWB is powered by two specially developed Rolls-Royce Trent turbofans, creating an all-new mid-size, long-range product line comprising 3 versions, ranging from between 276 to 369 passengers in a spacious layout. The new family brings a step change in efficiency compared with the existing aircraft in its category. It uses 25% less fuel, providing an equivalent reduction in CO2 emissions. Unbeatable economics with high-density seating and a true long-haul capability with a range of up to 7,750 nautical miles. Over 70% of the A350's weight-efficient airframe is made from advanced materials, including composites. So 53% of the plane is actually made from composites, titanium, as well as advanced aluminium alloys. I'm also liking the livery. Nice design on that. One last pass, and one last chance for you to have a photograph of the Airbus A350 XWB as it finishes off on its 360 and heads back out towards Changi Airport on this occasion. The advanced wing on the A350 is optimized for Mach 0.85 cruise speed. This is really a generation beyond its competition. Ladies and gentlemen, the Airbus A350 XWB.
Representing Black Eagles from your left. for maneuver. Now Black Eagles are making a straight right over this formation. This formation is like number 1, which symbolizes a dream to become the world's best airback team in the world. Singapore here is the first place to show this unique display. Please greet the dragon by waving your hand.
Ready. Press now.
감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Republic of Korea Air Force. 360 and head back out towards Changi Airport on this occasion. The advanced wing of the A350 is optimized for Mach 0.85 cruise speed. This is really a generation beyond the competition.
Over 1,000 exhibitors have flocked from 50 countries to participate in the 2016 Singapore Airshow. The static display is packed with more than 60 aircraft, including a mixture of commercial airliners, combat jets, surveillance platforms, and helicopters. The roster of exhibitors includes the world's top 65 aerospace groups. With hometown advantage, the Singapore industry has one of the strongest contingents of exhibitors at the show, with the ST Engineering Group having one of the largest stands. Companies have ample opportunity to demonstrate their products to trade visitors.
Airshow 2016 is going to be a spectacular show. As far as 2016 is concerned, we have curated the program so that we can meet three key main objectives. One is to ensure that we tap into the emerging opportunities in the Asia-Pacific region. The second is to engage in emerging dialogues so that there's conferences, there's thought leadership. And the third is to showcase emerging technologies so that we stay relevant to the industry. Technologies like 3D manufacturing or additive manufacturing, IT, data analytics.
Each day features an hour-long flying display starring high-octane military aircraft routines from Korea, the US, France, and Singapore. Another highlight will be the new Airbus A350 XWB airliner.
Of course, most important is the flying displays, the aircraft static displays. We have got our own Republic of Singapore Air Force integrated display, the F-15s and the A350 Apache helicopters. The Black Eagles from South Korea are back. And of course, we have also a very interesting lineup of the Rafale, the Su-30 from Malaysian Air Force, the Airbus A350 wide body, and of course, in terms of Americans, the F-16 and the C-17s.
Hi, I'm Conrado Dornier. I'm presenting the Seastar here on the Singapore Airshow. We are launching this exciting amphibious aircraft that will pave the way for the future of amphibious aviation. It's an all-composite design, so we do away with the problems of the past of corrosion and leakages of the metal airframes, and we offer a superior product in many aspects. We have a greater cabin, we have better payload, more range, we are faster, and we are more seaworthy than any other amphibious aircraft of this class. The very special design features that have been already developed by my grandfather Claude Dornier are the inline mounted engines, two PT6 135A, known for their reliability and worldwide product support, and those little sponsons that you see here that provide the lateral stability on water. This is a very unique feature of the Dornier flying boats and make them extremely seaworthy. Our customers will be mostly governmental, more or less half, then 30% commercial, some corporate customers, and also some private individuals who would like to fly to the waterfront property or the yacht. The governmental use will be medical evacuation, will be search and rescue, pollution control, fisheries control, border control, all these kind of governmental missions that are of the essence. What the Seastar really is a working horse and a reliable platform to get you anywhere, and with the least effort and with the least cost. Seastar also features a tricycle landing gear, so you can make the link between the sea and the land through the sky. The Seastar is unique in many ways. It combines the traditional Dornier, proven Dornier sea plane design, which is a very safe and reliable one. Has a highly fragmented bottom of the hull, which allow for perfect water handling performance that you won't find on any other aircraft. The most important thing, of course, is that it's made completely out of composite materials. That means that we do away with corrosion and leakages that have marred the fleet of the old aircraft. And thus we have two big advantages. One being that we have much less maintenance and running costs, and on the other side we have much higher residual values. Both help to bring seaplane services to regions that have been impossible to reach so far.
At this year's Experimental Aircraft Association AirVenture show, I had an opportunity to fly a most interesting airplane, the Icon A5 Light Sport Amphibian. Icon Aircraft was founded 9 years ago, and the A5 received FAA validation as a light sport aircraft in July. My flight took place on a gorgeous summer day on Lake Winnebago near Oshkosh, Wisconsin, at TJ's Harbor Restaurant. My demo pilot was Kirk Hawkins, Icon's CEO and founder, and a former Air Force F-16 and American Airlines 767 pilot who also holds a master's degree in mechanical engineering. The Icon is unique not only because it's an amphibian and it's a light sport aircraft, but also because its wings fold up and it's easily transportable by a trailer pulled behind a car. We fired up the A5's 100 horsepower Rotax 912 IS and water taxied out into the lake. Hawkins pushed the throttle full forward, executed a graceful high-speed water turn, then lifted the A5 off the water at about 40 to 45 knots. I took over the controls and flew around for a bit, including some formation flying with another A5 that was giving demos to buyers who were getting their first experience in their $200,000 plus airplane. Unlike other light sport aircraft that I've flown, the A5's controls are highly harmonious. Pitch and roll forces feel natural and well matched, and the pitch control is not too sensitive. While the A5 is designed to be a recreational vehicle, it can transport two people cross-country at a high-speed cruise of 95 knots, and with a range of up to 427 nautical miles. The stall speed is a low 39 knots, and the A5 can get off the water in just 840 feet. One unique feature of the A5 is the most prominent instrument on the panel, a large angle of attack indicator smack in the center of the pilot's field of view. The actual angle of attack is depicted by a wing shape instead of a needle, which seems much more natural and intuitive. During our flight, Hawkins demonstrated some of the A5's spin-resistant airframe features, which should make the A5 safer for the average and new pilot. The A5 can be stalled, but three key design goals dictated what happens at the stall. First is that it be resistant to spinning. Second, that it be controllable while in a stall. And third, that it have a slow descent rate during a power-off full stall that would still allow a survivable crash. Pulling the power back, the A5 remained fully controllable in the stall while descending about 600 feet per minute. The fact that the A5 doesn't react to a stall by dropping a wing suddenly, even when stepping on the rudder or banking with the ailerons, is a significant accomplishment. Hawkins also demonstrated an accelerated stall right into the buffet, and the A5 didn't drop a wing and remained solidly stable as he unloaded the wing and recovered from the stall by pushing forward on the stick. He also showed me how the A5 will climb in a full stall with full power applied, and he said it would do so even at maximum takeoff weight. In what might be Hawkins' favorite maneuver, he showed me how the A5 does in the dreaded box canyon scenario, where a pilot has inadvertently flown into a canyon and can only escape by flying a maximum performance 180-degree turn without losing any altitude. There's a small island named Long Point about a mile offshore from TJ's. We flew over the island at about 200 feet, then Hawkins added power and racked the A5 into a 50-degree bank at about 55 knots, and with the angle of attack pointing well into the yellow, and the stall horn blaring at us. He said that we were flying about a 200-foot diameter circle, which seemed accurate. I wondered briefly about the denizens of Long Point. Were their animal brains puzzled at this big, loud white bird that kept circling over them all day long, while A5 buyers enjoyed their demo flights? The bottom line for the spin-resistant features, Hawkins said, is that even in a high angle of attack situation, the outboard 1/3 of the wing remains flying, which is what allows the pilot to still have control of the A5 in a stall. The key is not to punish people if they're not perfect pilots, he explained. It's an extraordinary safety benefit, he added. I flew around some more and landed and took off a few times. Then finally, with flaps set at full 30 degrees and the landing gear up, I brought the power back and let the A5 gracefully descend. The touchdown on the water was a little anticlimactic. The hull made contact briefly, skipped back into the air, and then touched down again and stuck. I pulled the power back and the hull grabbed the water more firmly, and we were down. After the flight, I asked Hawkins about the long gestation of this iconic airplane, for which the company holds about 2,000 orders. He said airplane development is super challenging. When he had first committed to bringing a new airplane and company to market, he said it was a soul-searching moment, and little did he know it would take almost 10 years of his life. But thanks to the huge backlog, he added, our goal is to hit break-even next year. Financially, we're in great shape.